am outside of the Fort Wayne Museum of Art, where you can experience culture, creativity, and of course, fabulous artwork. I'm taking you on the inside. Come on. Joining me now is Amanda Shepard, who is the Vice President and COO at the Fort Wayne Museum of Art. Hi.
Hi, Jessica.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Wonderful. This place, as I'm looking around, is just so illuminating in the art, in the creativeness, in the experience that people can have. So share with us about the Art Museum and just what people can really experience.
Well, we are the only art museum for 90 miles, so that means that we have an obligation and the joy of reaching out to everybody in the community. And so what we've been trying to do since we've been in downtown since 1984 is show the community that this is their museum. And we have done that by our exhibitions. We use our exhibitions to appeal to all sorts of different people. So you who might come in for one show, your friend might say, hey, I like this show over here in this room, and then you find that what you like, what you weren't really expecting. We try to do that with our shows. We focus on diversity of media and maker. So we like to show a lot of different kinds of art by all sorts of different people.
Okay, that's wonderful. So let's take a walk around and explore.
I'd love to show you around.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so we're in our main gallery?
Yeah, this is the core of the museum. This is really where we put most of our energies, and from really everything else that we do springs forth from these exhibitions.
Very nice. And I see you all have the setups for the Day of the Dead.
That's right. The Day of the Dead is an annual exhibition. And really what it is a celebration of a traditional Mexican culture that honors deceased loved ones. And so what you'll see are these altars that were created by different people in the community that highlight family history, deceased loved ones, Mexican culture, and lots of really interesting traditions coming to life.
Yes, and people can come and still see this exhibit. It's still happening now?
Yep, up till Sunday.
Up until Sunday. Okay, wonderful. And then just like that, we're in a whole different vibe.
That's right.
Yeah.
We really like to have something different in each room because people like all sorts of different things, and we want to use our space to show how many great artists there are in this country and around the world. And so you'll see prints, paintings, photography, sculpture, all sorts of different ways of making art.
This is really nice. And you all do, while we're walking to the next exhibit, tell me more just about what you offer as far as events or opportunities so that people can come in individually or as a family.
So it's not just exhibitions. We do community events. We actually just had a free family celebration for Day of the Dead this last Sunday. That was a really great way for people to connect with the museum. Maybe they've never been before, they're not sure what to expect. There's no admission fee, so you don't have to pay anything to enjoy. And then we also have social events throughout the year for people who are looking for maybe a cocktail party to go with their friends or a date.
Look around.
That's right. We like to combine fun things with art so that you will get all sorts of different kinds of experiences here.
Okay, awesome. And then this area, are these just a combination of different artists that you all pick from Fort Wayne or around the world?
That's right. This is the National Photography Exhibition. And what we found years ago was that there was a lot of great photography happening in the country, but maybe people didn't know about it. And so we looked around the country to see all the interesting ways that people were making photography. For example, this artist actually prints on tobacco leaves.
Oh.
And who would think of printing photographs on something like that? And then you have artists who are printing on textiles, and you have artists who are photographing all sorts of different things around the country. So this is a group show of photographers from all over the country.
Oh, what what is this intimate room?
So this is our print and drawing study center, and it's where we store our works on paper. So that will include prints, drawings, some watercolor, and you'll notice here that they're not in frames, they're not behind glass. That's actually how they're stored. So when the curator gets them out, you can see them very up close and personally, which when you're in the main galleries, you don't really get that. It's always in a frame. So this is really neat for learning about print processes, and printing is really just the act of transferring an image to usually paper. Sometimes printmakers use different surfaces, but most of what you'll see in here is on paper. And so when we're open, you also have the opportunity to talk to the curator of this space, and she's a wealth of knowledge of what the collection is and what you're seeing, and she selects these works on paper every couple of months. There's a new combination of works. And what I also want to highlight is that you get to see some of the tools that are used in printmaking. So these blocks are what the artist kind of carves, puts ink on it, and then puts the piece of paper on it to make that image. So we use this as a teaching center as well.
What I love about just focusing on the artwork is you can see all the details.
Absolutely.
Right? It just bounces off and talks to you.
And when you don't have that glass there, you can really see all the details.
Yes, that's wonderful. Okay, Amanda, we are now in front of the Learning Center, and this looks like it's a really nice creative area too.
It is. It's one of the most special places in the museum because if you're a parent with young children, you think, I can't go to an art museum with my little, I hear that all the time. I have young children myself. So we designed this space for families who want their kids to just be kids at the museum. So there's hands-on art activities, there's places for them to roll around and get creative. But at the same time, we've also installed art in here just like we would in the gallery. So maybe you don't bring your kids into the gallery, we've got the art here for you.
Oh, so walking in, kids can actually go and have their own little mini art experience?
That's right. They can make art. They can actually draw on the walls, and then they can. This is actually work from our collection. So, you know, a lot of times in rooms like this and other museums, you might not see the real thing as far as the art goes. You would just have the kid gallery. But we've actually brought out works from the collection specially selected for kids to teach them some concepts about art. Whatever they make can go into the gallery here, so you can feel proud to have your art on the wall. And then there's a stories section. That's by a local artist, the skyline of Fort Wayne.
Yes.
Yes. So this is a really neat place.
Oh, and they have their own.
And we usually that's right. We usually have something here that relates to the exhibition. So that's usually been created by a group of children in the community.
Okay, that's so cute. I love it. Okay, so last on our stop is the Paradigm Gallery, and this is where we are, so tell us about it.
Now this is a really unique space for the museum because this is an art gallery, but it's also a shop. So if you're looking for something special, you can find it in here. We represent between 60 and 70 local and regional artists. So if you want to give something to somebody that's really special, handmade, you'll find it in here. And we also focus on having a variety of price points. I know not everybody can afford to buy an expensive painting. So we have everything from mugs to magnets to small paintings that are in a variety of price ranges and lots of handmade jewelry.
Yes, and so I see different sculptures and different just pieces. Are these all custom pieces?
They
replicate them?
They're all original work.
Okay.
So while an artist might make similar work in a different style, each is unique and handmade.
Okay, so if you get a gift here, it's one of a kind, and you have crystals and stones. This is really nice.
We have ceramics.
Wow.
We have textiles. For the fashionably inclined, we have charcuterie boards. Right?
Love a charcuterie.
We have photography and paintings.
Okay, this is this is the ultimate charcuterie.
That's right.
I love it.
That's a lot of cured meats right there. We have stained glass, we have ornaments, and if you're interested in, if you think of something that you don't really see here, the artists will often do custom orders, and we also offer a variety of services if you really would like to make an impact in your home.
Yes, and then back here, tell me about this cute little area with the artwork on the wall.
Yeah, so this is really interesting. It used to be the museum bar. When we renovated the museum about 10 years ago, we thought we needed to have a dedicated bar space, and that actually hasn't been used for that purpose in several years. So our shop director came to us and said, I could use more floor space because I want to show more two-dimensional art by these great local artists. And the space that we had for the gallery just didn't accommodate that. So this has actually been a focus for paintings and prints and photography, really expanding our opportunities to share more local art with the community.
Okay, that's so awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking me on this tour. And so share with our viewers, if they are interested in coming and seeing all of this in person, how can they? And you also said that there is a membership, so tell us about that.
Yeah, so we are downtown at 311 East Main Street. We have a free Thursday night every Thursday, 5 to 8 p.m. So if you want to come here for free, that's your night to do it. But I would also suggest membership, because membership gets you a lot of benefits, such as discounts in this Paradigm Gallery. It's a really nice discount if you like to shop and you're looking for those unique pieces. And then it also gets you free admission into the galleries year-round. So I really suggest people look into membership, or they can just stop into the museum and buy tickets.
Buy tickets, all right, there it is. And what's the website?
fwmoa.org.
All right, wonderful. Well, as you see, we have toured this beautiful establishment, and so can you. Check out the website. That will be listed below, and we'll be right back.